Hello, I'm Jan from the Plainfield Guilford Township Public Library, and today I want to tell you about this very cool sort of cookbook, sort of storybook, Cooking with Bear. And then we'll have a cooking demo. In Cooking with Bear, Bear wakes up from hibernation and meets Fox, who is looking for something different to eat after a long winter of eating mostly exactly the same things. Bear shares his watercress soup that he has just made, and together they go off into the woods to find some things to make into recipes. And as they go, they meet different animals, and each animal gives them a little bit of their leftover food from the winter. So, for example, in this picture, Chickadee, the bird, still has some dried fruit. So Chickadee gives them a little bit of the dried fruit. And they go back after they gather up all these things, and they make all kinds of very good recipes, which they then take back out into the woods and share with all the animals that are there. So after this with the berries, you turn the page, there's a recipe. That's why it's like a cookbook. Honey roasted granola with dried cranberries. And in the back, there are even more delightful recipes of things that you might want to make if you have fresh food, especially like from the farmer's market or something. That's not what I found today, but you might be able to, and by then I may be eating fresh food from the farmer's market too. All right, let's make our recipe then. A parfait is layers of sweet, creamy foods in such a way in a glass jar or a fancy glass that you can see the different layers. Of course, whenever you're going to cook, you always want to be sure that your hands are very, very clean. So if you have a sink and some soap nearby, just wash your hands before you cook. I'm a little ways away from the sink, so I'm just going to use some hand sanitizer right now. Okay, the word parfait is one of those words which does not sound like it looks when it's written down. That's because it's a word in French, and that is why we say parfait, even though it's spelled P-A-R-F-A-I-T. We say parfait. Yours doesn't have to be exactly like mine, because you may look around and see what you can find, what you like. You can make this just about any kind of layers of foods that you can find. So, here we go. I found yogurt, some frozen berries, some jam, and some granola. So the parfait is the thing. Nope. So the yogurt is the thing that is sweet, but also a little bit tangy. And then the other things are sweet. So you get a lot of different tastes, and then there's a little crunch at the end. All right. I can't really make one for you and give it to you, but I'm going to pretend that I'm making one for me and one for you. So. And there, ta-da! You have it. Let's see if we can find a beauty shot. That's pretty good. I feel like it could be a little bit less messy, and the glass could be a little fuller too, but I'm also very happy with how these are turning out, and I'm going to just take a quick one, if you don't mind. That's delicious. I'm going to move these things so so I can get back to the books. I don't think I spoiled any. All right. I also want to tell you about a couple of other tasty books that you might want. The Children's Room has so many great cookbooks for kids, from like the very, very beginning with, basically pictures, all the way up through more sophisticated older children who have more experience cooking. I picked just two to show you because these are ones that I just noticed also. They're both pretty new, and I was looking at them, and they both have parfait recipes in them, so they're a little bit different. Here's the first one. It's the America's Test Kitchen Complete Cookbook for Young Chefs. And what I like about this one, here's the parfait recipe, is it also has a lot of basic information about how to cook, like what do the words mean and how do you do it and what's the difference between this and this. So it's also a little bit of a basic cooking course for kids who want to learn how to cook. This one is the other one that I got, my very first cookbook. This one is geared towards younger children. It just is a lot more colorful. The recipes are a little easier. Yep, and there's a parfait recipe in that one. All right. I hope that you get a chance to make some parfaits and that your parfaits are delicious. Mine is. Check out the book, Cooking with Bear. Come in and take a look at all of our cookbooks. Find something that you like and give it a try. Thanks for being here with me today for my first cooking demo. Bye, I hope I'll see you again.